In the rolling savannas of the Zulu kingdom, where the earth dances to the rhythm of the wind and skies stretch endlessly, there existed a fabled instrument known as ingoma yomoya, the spirit drum. Created from the hollowed trunk of the sacred umdali tree and adorned with skins from the fleetest antelopes, it was believed that the drum held the whispers of ancestors and the breath of the earth itself. Ingoma yomoya rested in the care of the village of KwaZulu, under the watchful eyes of an elderly and wise drumkeeper named Sizwe. Sizwe was not merely a guardian, he was a conduit through whom the drum spoke, weaving harmony between the heavens and the people. The beats of Ingoma yomoya were not ordinary rhythms. They were pulsations that could summon rains, call forth winds, and even still the fiercest storms. But as the wheel of time turned, a wave of envy and desire swept through the heart of a young warrior named Jabulani. Mesmerized by the power Sizwe wielded through the drum, Jabulani yearned not just to play Ingoma yomoya, but to possess its sacred essence. One starless night, cloaked by the whispering grasses, Jabulani crept into Sizwe's hut and took the drum, believing that its power would now be his to command. With the dawn, panic swept across KwaZulu as the villagers discovered the disappearance of both the drum and Jabulani. Sizwe, heavy with sorrow, set out alone into the savanna, following the faint, sorrowful beats of Ingoma yomoya that only he could hear. Each beat was a pang in his heart, for Sizwe knew the drum was not merely an instrument but a vessel of life, bound to the soul of the land. Days turned into weeks, and the savanna began to suffer. Without the drum's rhythm, the rains ceased to fall, the crops began to wither, and the rivers whispered low and sorrowful. Meanwhile, Jabulani, unable to understand or replicate the sacred rhythms, grew frustrated and fearful. The power he had coveted was an echo in his hands, the drum's voice growing fainter each day, retreating from his unworthy touch. At last, beneath the ancient baobab, where the horizon swallowed the sun, Sizwe found Jabulani hunched and defeated, with Ingoma yomoya silent beside him. The old man's approach was gentle, his disappointment cloaked in the grace of his age. "Jabulani," he said softly, "this drum cannot be taken, for its spirit chooses its keeper. It speaks not through the hands that beat its skin, but through the heart that understands its voice." Ashamed and tearful, Jabulani bowed before Sizwe. Handing back the drum, his dreams of power dissolved into the dust of humility. Together they returned to KwaZulu, where Sizwe played the drum with such profound soul that the skies wept joyous tears of rain, mending the parched earth. As time mended the wounds of the past, Jabulani learned the true essence of Ingoma yomoya under Sizwe's tutelage, discovering that true power lies in service to others, not in dominion over them. When Sizwe's time came to join the ancestors, Jabulani became the new keeper, his spirit attuned to the deep and sacred rhythms of the drum. Thus, the life lesson echoed through the savanna. The true strength of a leader is measured not by the power they take, but by the power they give, and the greatest leader gives from the heart.